Welcome to The Long List, a podcast that celebrates movies and other pop culture through the storied art of rankings. There are no wrong answers, there are no bad opinions, and hot takes are always encouraged. I'm Josh Muller. Today I'm joined by my brother Jack Muller, as well as a very special guest, Jack's lovely fiance, Alex Ball. And this episode is all about the movie Titanic.
Yeah.
Titanic, man. Somehow it's come up in 80% of our podcasts unintentionally, and so we're going to do it now. We're going to talk about it for good and all, and hopefully never talk about it again.
Well, and we're planning on doing one with Alex sometime soon, and
this fit the bill.
Yeah, this fit exactly.
Awesome.
And also, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing, Alex?
Hello. How are we doing?
Hello,
Pretty
my love.
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
having me.
You always have to listen to us talk about movies anyway. We're happy to have you actually recorded and
getting paid for it.
Yeah. Maybe when those advertisements come in.
And they will. Manifesto.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it. So, Alex, you're our guest.
Hello.
What does this movie, Titanic, mean to you?
Titanic, as a woman who absolutely loves Kate Winslet. Shout out, birthday twin.
I'm a man who absolutely loves Kate Winslet.
Hello.
Birthday twin.
It'll always hold she's an October 5th baby as well.
Oh, yours? Oh.
Oh, yes.
Your birthday twin.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
She is my birthday twin.
Oh,
I know.
good one.
A great
good
one. I know. I couldn't have wanted another birthday twin besides her. But I think it's the first film I've ever saw her in, and it just completely shaped how I saw movies. You know, her role as Rose resonated with me deeply, especially growing up in a really strict family. My dad, with a father who reminded me of the whole situation that she was in. You know, just kind of always feeling trapped, and the way she carried herself just felt really true and pure and. Everything from her performance to the costume design. Shout out Deborah Lynn Scott.
Oh, shout out.
Made it just like really unforgettable, and I've been obsessed ever since.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had this on VHS.
Yes, I did. I had the
Double
double
VHS. I saw that recently. There's a place in Alameda where it's a really awesome thrift store, and they have a pretty good Blu-ray selection.
Oh, nice.
And they had it out
Wow.
like on one of the outside carts. They had a few VHSs. I was like, the Titanic double
There it
VHS.
is.
What
The
is it
double.
called when they're double? Is it like a jetpack or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's
It
a
should be.
name for it. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Look it up, Jack.
I thought I was talking to some movie buffs.
Yeah. And well, fair enough.
Joking only.
I don't remember. It should be called Jetpack.
It's probably called Jetpack.
I like it. Jack,
JP.
what is this movie? Oh, I just told you to look something up, but what does this movie mean to you? And do you remember it being a thing?
Yes, 100%. We've talked about it on, excuse me, on a previous pod, but our mom saw this and was like, I have to take my kids to this because it's such a phenomenon and they would probably love it. And so it was probably I've been thinking about this. I can't think of another movie that I saw before this, even though I was like, I don't know, 6. I guess that's pretty early. And probably because this one just stands out so much.
Yeah.
But I literally remember seeing this in the movie theater.
Yeah. I am a little bit older than you guys, and I do remember this being this is like the first movie phenomenon I remember. Like, there were other movies I wanted to see. I'm sure there are. I mean, I have a lot of movie experiences, in my memory from a theater that aren't this movie, but this is the first time I was aware. Like, everybody saw this, and you almost have to see it so that you have an opinion on it. And it, turns out that was one of the big examples of all time of that happening. This movie took over.
Yeah.
Crazy. Broke like every box office record. We're going to get to it. But let's start off with our very first top 5, the opening list. And we are doing, again, characters we want to get a drink with.
We should probably make a name for this list. Maybe not, but that could be fun. Just because we do it so often.
I think we're going to call it Jetpack.
Yes.
The Jetpack
Love.
list of today. Characters you'd want to get a drink with. Alex, you're our guest. Please take it away.
Hello. So my numero uno would be Mr. Andrews.
That's a good... numero uno meaning like your number
That's
one
your number
choice?
He's my number one choice.
We typically go reverse order, but I like the way you're doing it.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Starting
I'm
off
just
with
gonna-
the heavy hitters.
All right, I am. I always thought he was really handsome, for one. And I loved his role in the film, obviously, because he just kind of was like, I felt like he was like a little secret protector of Rose. And also, he's the kind of dude that would like quietly pay your tab and walk you home. He's just, in this movie particularly, and his accent in this movie is great. I love when he says,
he's the guy
five,
that
five,
builds
five.
the ship, right?
Yeah, he
Nice,
designed the
nice.
ship.
Designed the ship, right,
Yes.
right.
You would always, that's a big character for you. Like
I
you
love
always
Mr.
bring up
Andrews.
Mr. Andrews.
He's
You
I
find-
talk
you
about him
find
all the
connect-
time.
You do talk about
He's
him
a
lot.
part of like my little mental family. Number 2 would be Fabrizio. He's just so hilarious and pure and cute and funny, and I just think that, I don't know, we would just definitely get along.
Nice.
3, Fifth Officer Harold Lowe, who shouts, "Is there anybody out there? Can anybody hear me?" Only because he's so iconic. I don't really know what we'd have to talk about, but just iconic.
Yeah,
He probably has some stories.
definitely.
He's probably
bodies.
seen some stuff.
Yeah.
4, I really, this is probably a hot take, but I do not love the unsinkable Molly Brown, but I love how much she knows about what she knows, and I think that she would spill the tea, and I think that after a couple drinks, I think that
Definitely.
I'd learn some good stuff, and I don't know, maybe
You're having a
she
good time,
maybe
I
she
think.
dressed me up in a suit.
There we
Who
go.
knows?
She made my list.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Same.
Number 5, I only have 5 also, Tommy, because we're both Irish. He's
Nice.
beautiful. He's sweet and he's funny, and I bet
Easy.
he can like throw him back. So I think that we would close down the bar. Sorry,
Nice.
he is.
I
I still
got
love
you.
my fiance, Jack. Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh.
Kiss, kiss.
All right, settle down. Good ones, Alex. Love it.
Grazie.
I just looked up online too while you were doing that, and cannot find any name for a double VHS.
What?
The Google says it's just called a double VHS or a double cassette.
Creative.
So we'll keep looking, and we'll get back to you on further podcasts if we find out that's not true.
Thank you.
We're calling it jetpack for now.
Jetpack. Jack, what's your list?
So for number 5, I lumped Tommy and Fabrizio together.
Yeah.
That's a
Fair.
a trio that I would be down to throw back a few with.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4, I had Mr. Andrews because he just has, the stories, but he just seems like a really nice guy.
He made my list.
Solid dude.
Didn't know his name was Mr. Andrews, though.
Victor Garber is the actor's name.
He's in Legally Blonde.
Yes, but he's Mr. Callahan there, and he is not a
Yeah,
fair
he's
player.
Not
He's
someone you want to walk home
hippie.
with.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Oh yeah, true. Number 3, I had Rose
Yeah.
because
Alex is
Just-
right here.
Rose. Just-
I'm gonna leave the room.
Also, I already had Jack on my Leo pod, who I want to get a drink with, so he didn't show up on this list. because I already did him.
Oh,
But Jack
I-
met
I-
himself in that one.
I didn't do the same thing.
Number 2, I had the unsinkable Molly Brown,
Yeah.
and number 1, I had Louis Bodine and Brock Levitt, who are Bill Paxton and the dude
Oh.
with the hair.
Since
Oh, okay.
Because that sounds fun.
Nice.
I like those guys.
the dude with the
They're
hair.
super funny.
Okay, number
Whose
5.
last name is also. Oh no! The actor's name is also Lewis, which is just the actor's name is Louis Abernathy, I think, and then the
Oh, that's
character's
a way better name.
Louis Bodine. Anyways, sorry.
Jack Nicholson played like 15 Jacks in his life.
True.
Not this one, though. Number 5, with respect to my wife, I also had Rose. Number 4, I had Mr. Andrews. I wrote him as the shipwright because I didn't remember what his name was. Number 3, I had the captain. Love me the captain.
Aw.
Theoden King. No?
I had him initially, and then I was rewatching it. I was like, man, the guy's kind of like I can't tell what's going on with him. Maybe we talk about it later, but he seems to be going through stuff. He seems kind of like dark that whole time and confused and
Heavy that wears the crown, Jack.
yeah, I
In
guess
the
so.
beginning of the film, he seems very positive. and
seems-
looking out on the deck, he seems very proud
Yeah,
of the ship.
he does.
And obviously,
it-
it takes a turn when he couldn't.
right, but then also
So-
the guy's like, we need to go faster. And he's like, I don't think we should. He's like, we're going faster. And he's like, okay. And then he goes and talks to Rose. He goes, we're going faster, and he tries to, he seems worried the whole time,
Yeah.
which I feel.
Yeah.
Basically, if you captain a ship, I probably want to have a beer
That's,
with you.
yeah, definitely.
And that was a big one.
Agreed.
Number 2, I had Jack. I did put him on I don't remember what we did for the last time we talked about it. but
Leo.
Oh, the Leo pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did have him on that list. He made this list. I get what you're saying. I did. My bad. I missed that memo. And number 1, I had the unsinkable Molly Brown. Kathy Bates, man. She's great.
Yep.
She sounds... I mean, again, do I want to hang out with her for the rest of my life?
No,
Probably
no.
not.
No.
But for a couple hours, get a couple
Definitely.
drinks, definitely want to hear what she has to
Probably
say.
more than a couple with her. She seems
Yeah,
like,
it's unsinkable.
yeah. Nice.
True.
Some stats for you. This movie came out in December of 1997 after being delayed from its original July release because it was running behind because my guy Big Jim, because my guy James Cameron is just
Big
out of
Jim.
control. The budget for the film was $200 million, most expensive at the time, broke every box office record at the time. Its initial theatrical release lasted 10 months. Oof. Movies sometimes don't even get 10 days these days.
Yep.
That's crazy. I mean, it was the biggest movie of all time.
Yeah, but like a year?
It's almost a year.
It makes sense.
It
Yeah,
does.
it checks out. At the end of its original theatrical release, it made $1.8 billion. And then after subsequent re-releases, it's ballooned to $2.3 billion.
Oof.
So one of the biggest films of all time still. And that's not including inflation. That's just what it earned. At the Oscars, it was nominated 14 times, tying All About Eve in 1950 for most ever. And it won 11 Oscars, tying 2 other movies for the most wins. Can either of you tell me what those movies are?
Jack?
Is one of them All About Eve?
No.
Oh, okay. Of all, including after?
Including, yes.
Oh, like Return of the King.
Yep.
And Barbie.
No.
No.
You're way off with
Way
Barbie.
off. Yeah.
Timing and tone.
Right.
It is...
Benjamin Button?
No, but I thought you almost had it because it's Ben-Hur.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
I was like,
I
damn,
didn't
you
do that
pulled
well.
that. You got it, 50%. We'll take it.
They were all started off with B's.
Those are 2 of my favorite movies also. It's so weird I didn't get that.
Ben-Hur.
Ben
No,
Hur?
I'm joking. I've never heard of either of them.
Awesome.
Sorry.
It's okay. Anyway,
Great.
moving on. We're doing the mirror to our first list, and we're doing top 5 characters from any movie, although you can do just Titanic if you want, I suppose, with whom you would not want to share a lifeboat.
You definitely can find the characters in Titanic.
Yeah,
for sure.
Jack said we should do just Titanic for a hot second, and I
Oh.
was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't know if you did, but what did you do?
I didn't do it. I just did it from every movie.
A sick.
Yeah. You want me to go?
Yes, I do.
All right. Cool. I'm going to start with my least favorite. Jasper from The Holiday, played by
Oh,
Rufus. I don't know how to
yeah.
pronounce his last name, but
yeah.
that dude is just such a dick. He's kind of creepy. And also keeping my poor queen, a.k.a. Kate Winslet,
Oh, yeah.
birthday queen.
Yeah, Kate
yeah,
Winslet
just on
callback.
the hook, even after like getting engaged. Like he just kind of dragged her.
He's a jerk.
He's a jerk. Okay. And Voldemort, obviously.
Oh, that's a good one.
Tom Marvolo Riddle. I think he just saved himself first and just let everyone sink, no hesitation.
Yeah.
Saul Silver, James Franco, Pineapple Express. This one should speak for itself because the dude is always stoned, and I don't know. I just feel like he wouldn't be resourceful like at all. But love him. Buddy the Elf, Will Ferrell. Love you, Buddy. Don't get upset for this one, but you're not the sharpest elf in town. And then Anne Hathaway from any and every movie except for The Princess Diaries because I couldn't bear to be lost at sea having to stare at her for an unknown amount of time. Now I'm done.
Wow.
I kind of feel you on that.
Strong hot take. You don't like Anne Hathaway either?
No, I don't.
Oh, I like Anne Hathaway.
Especially in terms of being in a boat with her. Like that would be like,
feel like she'd
sure,
just be, like,
she has some good
bossy.
performances, but I
Yeah.
never
But
really
I love The
never
Princess
really-
Diaries is one of my
yeah.
favorite movies. So
Okay. Yeah, you're allowed.
But, yeah, but anything else, I just did a slit over my neck, people.
Oh, man. Hot takes, which are welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
No wrong answers.
Yeah, well, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Jack, hit us. Me? Okay. Here are the characters I would least want to share a lifeboat with. Number 5, I got Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars. That dude is annoying. And it was annoying when I first saw the movie, and it was annoying still. I got Willie Scott from Temple of Doom, who's the love interest. Kind of in the same Anne Hathaway vibe. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Can't do it. Number 3, I got Rain Man from Rain Man.
Damn.
It's a good movie, and possibly a little insensitive on my part, but
Yeah.
that bit would get old quick.
That bit?
Yeah.
You mean his mental health?
Well, allegedly. I'm not buying it. No, I mean, of course, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time with Dustin Hoffman either, I don't think. Number 2, I had the guy, I think his name is William Pecker. I'm not sure totally about that, but the guy from Ghostbusters who sucks. And he's a guy that tries to take over. He's like from the government agency, and he's like,
oh yeah,
tries to like get into their, see all their facilities.
I can't think of any of his lines.
Neither could I. But that guy's annoying, and I hate him. And number 1, I have John Doe from Seven. Ugh, creepy detective. Oh man, got blood all over his fingers. Probably gonna get it on my clothes. Apparently, he pukes on people in public transit and then laughs about it. Don't like it. Not my guy.
Super scary.
Yeah, so scary.
Speaking of, number 5, I've got Buffalo Bill
Oh,
from Silence of the Lambs.
Makes
Silence of
sense.
the Lambs. Oh my god.
Number 4, I've got the Cable Guy.
Oh, that's a good
What's
one.
his name?
Well, you never
Yeah,
find
you
out
don't
for sure.
Right. Yeah.
But he calls himself Chip Douglas.
That's what it is. Chip Douglas. Chip Douglas. Chip
Chip
Douglas.
Yeah.
Call back to Alex here. We had mental hive on this one. I did Cameron Diaz from The Holiday
Oh.
because she is
No
the worst part of that
way.
horrible movie, and I hate her.
That's-
And
of
I almost say
course
Cameron Diaz
you
from
chose The Holiday.
Cameron Diaz from Gangs of New York, but I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh no, she's way more annoying in The Holiday. Number 2,
I
have,
like The Holiday too, Alex, by
Thank
the
you.
way.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't gotta go.
We're gonna do a holiday podcast next.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
We'll do it.
No,
Promise?
I will, and I'll just rip it apart the whole time, be super negative. Number 2, and this is a callback to our Jurassic Park pod, commenting on Adam's, one of Adam's takes, but I got Nedry, who is, what's his name?
From Jurassic Wayne Knight
Wayne Knight, yeah.
from Jurassic Park.
Newman, yeah, Nedry, that dude's super annoing.
Yeah.
Adam like wanted to hang, he was one of Adam's, I want to go
I
want to
get a beer with him.
beer with you. We were
We're
like, that
like,
guy's
what?
super annoying.
Jetpack hot take. I love it.
And number 1, I got Ruth, Rose's mom from Titanic, because I hate that bitch.
That's good.
She's a bitch.
She's the
Yeah.
worst.
She's awful.
Even
so
when she's in the
uptight.
lifeboat. Especially when
pretty
she's
tough
in the
hang is
lifeboat.
Strawberry Alice too from Unforgiven.
Oh, yeah, true.
Ooh, haven't seen it.
Good performance.
Good one. Good list, everybody.
Yeah, nice
Yeah,
job.
that was fun.
All right, well, let's take a quick break before we jump into this movie in full. We are coming right back. All right, Titanic, like we mentioned, one of the biggest movies of all time. One of the, if not maybe the biggest reason that it had such ridiculous and sustained success was its stars, Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. We already talked very lovingly and reverentially about Kate Winslet, deservedly so. And she's great, and their chemistry is great, but this was the star-making performance for one Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, big time. And really quickly, and we kind of pulled this up, Kate Winslet's filmography, I was like, no, she's not in that many movies.
It's kind of like she's been a star forever, but like
Yeah,
she's
probably because of this.
Yeah, but she hasn't been, in as many of like, all-timers as you would think.
Right. To your point, she didn't do what her career didn't happen like Leo's.
Yeah, well, a few did. I mean, it was it probably would have done wonderful in the theaters anyway because it's such a huge production and this cast is great and everything, and it was really good. But people went back to see this time and time again, predominantly because of Leonardo DiCaprio. He became like a crazy heartthrob.
He was.
Yeah. And they have great chemistry.
I feel like there's a lot of people who just like loved it also for the romance solely, like between them, and not even for like the massacre part of it. Like, you know, that was like the reason why it was made, because it's like a part of history, but everyone loved Jack Dawson
I was
and
just thinking,
Rose Whippy Kid.
yeah,
you
I was
know?
just
like,
thinking the exact same thing, which we commented on today earlier, is, I mean, you watch, we're kind of desensitized to it now just because it became such a thing. But I was like, I can't imagine being like the age I am now when this movie came out and seeing it was so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like it's really sad. And like knowing what happens, you're like thinking about it the whole time. And that is one thing, but just like you not knowing how it's going to end and
in the way it does.
the multiple times that they get separated on the boat and then back together, and it's like, oh, it's like that happens so many times that you think at the end they're probably gonna, you know, make it out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just so tragic.
And he
So I mean, I'm
Spoiler
sure that was a
alert, They
big.
both don't make it out.
If we're spoiling Titanic, that's a rough call in the year 2025.
Kyle Jackson,
Kyle.
don't listen.
Yeah.
To this yet. Turn it off now. Oh, it's too late. But yeah, I'm sure that was a big part of it. Going, you know, bringing people back too. It was just like the absolute like this romance epic. Like, I don't know. They don't make them like this.
Yeah, and it's
don't.
interesting that they chose to tell the story this way. This is kind of what I found in my preliminary research, is that when they were thinking about this movie, he had his own, he being James Cameron, the director, had his own ideas of what this movie would be, and it was kind of his baby the whole way through, but the studio just wanted to focus on like the actual event, and he was like, no, we're going to do like Romeo and Juliet on this disaster setting.
Yeah.
And that's
God.
a lot of it's
Right.
what it is. It's two star-crossed lovers that can't really, you know, they don't belong together, and the people who are actively in their lives are trying to keep them apart, and it's a tragedy in the end.
And at the same time, it is extremely informative, and you are still watching, like you're still getting the history of everything that happened on the Titanic. You're just getting a love story to show you. You know what I mean? They could have not focused on, you know, all of the big details of the actual event as
He
much as
focused
they
on
did, but you
everything.
get everything.
Oh,
which is
he
great.
did focus
Like
on
down to the
everything.
details of like the doors. He said the way that the doors were designed in like the main dining room, like it was supposed to be like almost dead on to the actual Titanic.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh,
just
we're
like,
gonna get to it for sure. And if we didn't have their chemistry and their, you know, oeuvre, we wouldn't get them one of the most famous scenes and famous lines of all time at the front of the boat. I'm the king of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pivoting now.
Well, that's just him.
Right. Oh, that's
Sorry.
right. No, you're right.
Theirs is I'm flying, Jack. I'm
Yeah.
flying."
No, you're right. Yeah. That's the beginning of up at the top, that
Still
romantic
both.
kiss and everything. And anyway, my transition didn't work as well as I thought it would. So we're gonna do it anyway. Top 5 lines of dialogue from the movie. Jack, why don't you start us off with this one?
All right, sounds good. Number 5, I've got he saved me in every way that a person can be saved,
Nice.
which is Old Rose.
Which is
obviously.
what?
Old Rose
Oh.
narrating. Number 4, I've got I think it's quite good, sir. when Cal is super pissed and he's got the cops investigating the room and tearing it together, or like tearing it apart and looking for clues, and one of the cops is like looking at the thing and he's just, I think it's quite
The
good. And then he rips it
portfolio.
out of his hand.
That's a good one.
Number 3, I've got until her whole ass is sticking up in the air, and that's a big ass.
Yep.
Which is Bodine, that guy we were talking about earlier, giving the breakdown to Rose of how the ship went down, and then she's like gives the good line of like, "Thank you for that." What's the line? Thank you for that. You know. Number 2, I've got a woman's heart is a deep ocean of secrets.
Yeah.
True.
And number 1, I have that was the last time the Titanic saw daylight, because I love that drop.
Yeah.
It's good.
So
Very
dark.
effective.
Yeah. That's good. And I didn't have a lot of those, so that's good. Well done. Alex, you want to go next?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, you think a first class girl can't drink? Love
That's great.
that line. I love that line. And then she just proceeds to just drink a pint of beer,
Yeah.
like the darkest ale
Yeah, like
looking
Guinness.
beer.
It's
She's such a
definitely
boss. Love. And then I'd rather be his whore than your wife.
Nice.
Rose DeCal, end of the movie.
Yeah.
Goes with Jack. Peace. You shine up like a new penny.
Nice.
That's
When's that?
Unsinkable Molly Brown to Jack when
To
she
Jack.
is
Oh,
fitting him in
yeah.
his suit.
In the suit.
You
Oh,
shine
yeah.
up like a new penny.
Oh, that's
great line.
good.
Oh,
Great
it was
one.
just so cute. Love. And last but not least, I put the diamond in the coat. I put the coat on her. Panic. Love.
Yeah, that's
good.
a good one.
Okay, you go, Josh.
Billy Zane, man.
I know.
Good Billy Zane.
Eyeliner.
Right. I think this is one of the few where I had more than 5. Sorry, I'm doing the long list Josh impression. I had so when they're talking to what's his name, the ship guy,
Mr. Andrews.
Mr. Andrews.
They say his
talking to-
name like 50 times. They say everybody's name
Mr.
like 50
Andrews.
times. In this
I'm just
movie.
vibing, you know. She says, someone says this ship can't sink. It's there, It's like she's made of iron. She can and she will. I've always liked that,
So
and he
good.
has that accent that I did not do well that you mentioned before, and that's my favorite part of that.
Yeah, he has a
accent.
great accent.
Good,
So
good job. When they're leaving, and my guy King Theoden, the captain, says, "Take her to sea, Mr. Murdoch. Let's stretch her legs." I like that.
Oh, I love that line.
Very good.
I have when everything starts going poorly. Things are looking good. Again, the captain turns to the stupid guy from Jumanji, and he says, "I believe you may get your headline, Mr. Ismay."
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's like, shut the hell
Yeah,
up,
shut
man.
Yeah,
up, dude. We're all gonna die now.
Yeah, buckle up.
Then he gets on the boat like a coward.
Seriously.
Yeah, what a dick.
What a
know.
pussy.
Yeah.
Great acting though when he's going when he's getting lowered and he just like
And he looks all
he just know he's doing.
He
something.
knows he's.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's gonna have a troubled
He
future.
sucks.
He does.
Oh, my next one is my homies playing violin. Gentlemen, it's been a privilege playing with you tonight. Oh my goodness, good stuff. I also had A Woman's Heart as a Deep Ocean of Secrets. That's a good one. Had to throw it in there. Had to do it to him. I want you to draw me like one of your French girls. Had to do it to him. And then this one's kind of chalk, kind of obvious, but I figure life's a gift. I don't plan on wasting it when he's at the fancy dinner party.
I
That's
love
really
that
good.
line.
Yeah.
Love that scene
I love that scene.
come
too.
up again.
It might.
It may.
And it's Mirror.
Who knows?
James Cameron, our guy, one of the biggest directors of all time, not the most prolific, and we've talked about this before, but a lot of that is because he's just doing Avatar movies for the past 30 years, seems like. I definitely foresee a James Cameron episode in our future at some point. He makes big-time movies for big-time budgets, and he has very few misses. As we mentioned, I kind of wish he didn't do the Avatar thing for so much. It kind of seems like we've gotten like not what we could have from my guy Jim these past 20 years. Made a lot of my favorites of all time. I don't know how we feel about Terminator 2 and Aliens and all those movies, but they're great.
Pretty good.
Seems a little full of himself. Understandable, I suppose. And apparently he's known as the scariest man in Hollywood. That's what Wikipedia told me. He's kind of a jerk on set. Kate Winslet, our girl, said he has a temper on him that you wouldn't believe, and that he's a crazy perfectionist.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, the results play out.
Yeah, the
It
results
looks
play
great.
out. Yeah.
Apparently he's a little bit of a dick.
I wasn't a big fan of his old Oppenheimer comments.
I didn't see that. What did he say?
He was just like, "Oh, it's cheap that he doesn't show the bomb happening," and he's coming out with a Hiroshima movie,
Jeez.
and he's gonna like show the bomb or whatever.
I
But
mean,
it's just like, dude,
they
shut
kind
up.
of show the bomb in Oppenheimer. I mean, they kind of show the bomb in Oppenheimer, a little bit.
Not the Hiroshima part.
Oh,
Yeah. He's saying you. It's not. He said it was cheap that you
Oh.
don't see it like the destruction of Hiroshima,
Oh,
and it was just like it's like a choice, and it's like I don't know.
yeah, that's
It was
interesting.
just kind of like an unnecessary take.
Yeah, and like I don't know if I need to see a whole city getting nuked to understand the gravity of the situation.
True.
He's a little full of himself.
For sure.
and I love his movies, and I think he's earned the right to be full of himself. But he also, like, when he accepted his award at the Oscar, his last award, Best Picture, I'm the king of the world, you know, and he did that whole thing, which is kind of annoying, but you know.
Yeah, it's a little cringe.
Yeah, he is. But I suppose he's earned it, and the results play out. So we are going to do now, as we've done before, we need a new name for this, Alex. Top 5 director flexes in the movie Titanic.
Battle of the Flexes.
Battle. I like it.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Did you do this one, Alex?
I did 2 of what I thought it was going to be.
This
I
is
didn't
kind
really
of a
understand
tough
this
category.
one.
I was
like,
telling her, Adam
"Woo."
didn't understand
I mean,
this one
I
either
could have
when we did
like looked it up and lied, of course, but I don't actually really know like anything about like film like that in the back end. But when Fabrizio gets tanked by the
Yeah.
Smokestack? What is it?
Whatever
Yes,
that big
yeah,
pole
smokestack.
thing, smokestack, jetpack, whatever it is, smashes them, and it's just like it just goes to show like how quick something can happen. And
Yeah.
he's been like surviving. He cut the rope for like the lifeboats. He was like helping out, you know, like he whatever that.
Yeah, that's a
and
tough
then
one.
Yeah.
Just like
Come up again.
the boat, the crunch.
Yeah.
You know, and I read a little
Very-
bit behind it of like how it went down, and it was really cool. But that
Yeah.
I would say
Very
is-
impressive.
those
That
are
is
the
a big
two
flex.
that are crazy. Like when I first saw him, and even this morning when I was rewatching it again, crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of practical effects in that split.
Yeah.
You know, like especially when you're with Lovejoy, the scary guard.
him.
That's like when he dies. He's like kind of inside the boat.
His name is Lovejoy. Also, it's so
The-
funny.
I know. the whole set is just like breaking. You know, you could tell it's real wood, all just like breaking apart, and I don't know. It's good.
Good director flex.
Yeah, that's a very good director flex.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going next.
Cool.
Let's go.
So I went.
You're
you
going
know,
next because you're afraid we're gonna have some of the same things you want to say first. I see.
No.
I've done that before.
Yeah,
It's fair.
I feel like I've taken yours before often. No, yeah, go ahead. No, you can go. Go
No,
ahead.
I don't care.
Why don't you
No,
guys do it
go
at the
ahead.
same time?
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
ready?
just
Here,
both-
number 5. All right, so James Cameron drew the pictures in Jack's portfolio.
What?
Yeah, he's an
Slay.
accomplished artist, and he drew them, and then, you know, including the naked picture of Kate Winslet, which she was wearing a bathing suit for. So I think that's pretty good director flex. I think it's also his hands in the scene too. It's not like when they show the pictures of the hands, it's not Leo's hands. Not 100% sure about that.
I always wondered that.
So showing showing the ship snapping in two, which you mentioned, although the angle of the ship was exaggerated for effect, that did actually happen, but they didn't know that at the time, which is a flex. This is what I found on the internet. Can't confirm anything, but apparently that fact that it rose up and snapped in two was a debated topic and was later confirmed with subsequent trips to the crash site. So that was, I mean, I'm going to get to this later, but Cameron has visited the crash site 1,000 times, and maybe he saw enough
Successfully.
to, or just talk to engineers or however it was. But so far as I can find out, that was not an accepted fact. So his
But it
portrayal,
had been talked about.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming, yes.
So I'm saying, like, he probably heard that, was like, even if that fact is debated,
We're
I'm
doing
doing that
that.
in the movie because that sounds awesome.
James Cameron apparently, in a subsequent re-release of the film, digitally replaced the night sky after Neil deGrasse Tyson, he of
I've heard about this.
astrophysicism fame, said that the night sky that they portrayed in the movie when Rose is sitting on the boat looking up at the sky or wherever was not accurate to the time and place of the Titanic,
So
like a
they did-
maniac.
yeah.
And so James Cameron went in and digitally fixed it.
To be what the night sky looked like
To
that
be
night, down to the star.
Were it me, I would have
was
said that who cares? You know, it's okay.
I would have said, Neil, you missed the point of the movie there, bud.
11 Oscars.
It's a dark sky.
Actually, this is a weird tidbit, but he tweets mistakes on movies. This was years ago.
Who's he?
Neil
yeah.
deGrasse Tyson
Mhm.
will teach like scientific inaccuracies. And on one time he did something about Game of Thrones where they're pulling the dead ice dragon out of the lake, and the chains that they're using to pull him isn't totally taut. And he's like, actually, you would never be able to do this. The chains would be totally vertical. They wouldn't have a bend in them, blah, 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 blah. And I quote tweeted it and said, I knew there was something fishy about this show. And I got like 10,000 retweets or something ridiculous like that. It was the
Oh,
only time I
nice.
ever got like anything close to anything viral. Anyway, so that's just
That's cool.
That's
my
pretty cool.
connection to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Nice.
So my second director flex is constructing a 2-scale model of the Titanic. What a ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
Not
And-
sets. He built the damn thing.
Put it
so
in
that
water.
Put it
Or,
in
yeah,
water
surrounded
that
by
had a 100, I think 17 million, I think I have it later in my notes, 17 million gallons of water in this tank, and is able to film it from 270 degrees of angle. So he couldn't film the whole thing. And actually, I don't know if, we'll come back to this because I don't know what your director flex is. No, that sounds like you're confused. Actually, the first scene of the ship pulling out of the harbor, they had to film in reverse because they only built the ship to be shot from the starboard side or whatever, but it's taking off from the other side, and so they had to film it backwards and then play it in reverse so that it
That's a
looked
big
accurate.
flex.
Yeah.
That is a big
Didn't have that
flex.
in my actual
Didn't make my
notes, but okay, great. Didn't want to step on your toes. And then, of course, my number one director flex is shooting footage from the actual wreckage of the Titanic. Sorry, Jack.
Damn it. That's my number one.
Apparently, Cameron himself has visited the wreckage 33 times, like a maniac.
Yeah.
Whew. Jack, sorry,
Nice.
sorry, I went first.
No, it's a pretty obvious number one, I guess. But actually, when we got down to number one, I was like, "Oh, this is
We're
gonna be his
good.
number one."
We're-
No, I
Oh,
was
you
like,
gotta
"Oh,
add
it
it."
has to be it." Number 5. I really like all of the shots that put in perspective how small the ship is compared to everything else. They do it a couple times when you're like, and it's closer to towards when the disaster is.
Night.
Yeah, right. But they show this tiny little thing. They specifically, one of them is when they shoot off a whatchamacallit, flare
Flares.
into the sky, and it's really, really far away, and the flare looks like it goes up like
Barely past the
An
ship.
inch. Yeah, right.
it's like tiny. And
I
I
got
don't
more
know,
on
it's
the
just really,
flares later.
it's just really haunting. Number 4, I got casting Kate and Leo and getting that done.
That
Good
is a
call.
flex.
That is a flex.
Neither really know. Well, Leonardo DiCaprio was on the rise. He was getting there after Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
But still,
Number 3, I did all of the times that he cuts between the old and the new. Sometimes like kind of creepy, like we were talking
Yeah, they
about. He
scared me
does
when I was
it
little.
with Kate
when they're
doing
the
this
flying
thing. The ship starts to turn into the old ship
Yeah.
before and it's just like, ooh, it's kind of
Yeah.
like it's
thought
spooky.
about it.
Scary.
And then they do it with Rose's eye.
Yeah,
They do it a bunch of times.
good transitions.
Number 2, there is a lot of very subtle and very heavy foreshadowing in this movie throughout the whole thing. Little lines like when she's showing Jack her ring, and he says, "Wow, you could like sink to the bottom of the ocean with that."
Nice.
But then also, it's obviously called an unsinkable ship. They're bringing it up a lot as far as they were good and things like that. But there's a lot of examples of foreshadowing throughout the movie that I really like. And then number 1, I did using the Titanic footage,
Yeah,
going down and getting it himself.
good one.
I was thinking about it earlier really quickly about how many times multiple people mention of how unsinkable it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ship. From like even there's like a scene where like people on the deck that weren't a part of Mr. Andrews' crew. It's just like regular people. Like just everyone is under this impression that it's just this invincible boat and that it's never going to go under.
Definitely
And
wasn't.
I honestly looked up like how many times it was mentioned, and the internet couldn't pull it together, but it's mentioned so many times, and it's just so ironic.
Yeah, and like even when things start to go wrong, like nobody's worried for
Nope.
the first, I don't know.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it all goes down in like an hour and a half's time.
Yeah.
So it kind of it's not a lot of time for it to really
well, the
sink in.
first class
Get it?
people
Get it? Sink in?
especially.
Sink in. All right, moving on to the production itself, which was ridiculous. Apparently a very troubled and difficult shoot. A lot of people being wet the whole time. A lot of people not really liking the overlord that was James Cameron. Huge budget, as we mentioned.
Is this the one where everybody got dosed with like ketamine? You hear
Yeah,
that
I
song?
had that later. Yeah,
Okay.
do it now.
You do it if you have. I don't have the exact.
Well, I don't know. They never found out who did it, but apparently there was a lobster stew that they were having on the crew. Now, I don't know if it's the not James. Bill Paxton was part of this, so I
Yes.
don't know if they were only shooting for the newer scenes or what, because I can't imagine Bill Paxton was on too many of the sets that involved the Titanic. But during one of his scenes at the end, towards the end of the shoot, someone spiked a batch of lobster stew with PCP and angel dust.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And
my God.
and like a whole bunch of crew members had to go to the hospital.
Yeah,
and
everybody was
was
just
like, these people
freaking
are
out.
stoned. Like these people have been drugged, and no one figured out who did it. But apparently, Bill Paxton and Jim Cameron just were like, nope, we're just going back to the hotel room. We're not going to the
Yeah,
hospital.
they just
And
waited it out.
Bill Paxton's like, I've been stoned before. I'm just going to go drink a few beers. That's what he did. I was like, oh.
The ketamine should have gone to the real guests on the boat. Maybe they
was
would have
PCP.
felt a little better.
Yeah,
oh,
you know.
Okay. I don't know.
It felt a little better.
Scary.
It handled the hypothermia a little bit more.
Not if it's PCP. I don't think that's gonna make you feel better.
I don't really.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, we wouldn't know, Jack.
Sorry, Jack.
Well,
we
it's
wouldn't
like-
know.
I've never done PCP. I just want to say that.
Prove it.
FBI, we got it. We found
Yeah.
him. As Alex mentioned, costume, props, sets, historically accurate, with very few exceptions, and the exceptions were practical. So the main staircase I found, which is like a big, thematic thing throughout the
Yep.
whole movie. Yeah, main staircase was built 30% wider than its actual staircase replica, so that they can fit the cameras and the crew in there.
Nice.
But historically accurate, other than the fact that they had to make a couple practical changes.
That makes sense.
I read online that James Cameron would give even the extras their whole background character story, so that they would be in character and know their motivations and what have you, like a maniac. Instead of
that's a
just
big
having
flex.
walk them from that is a big flex. Instead of just saying walk from here to here and don't look at the camera, he's giving literally everyone
A backstory.
a backstory, which, for all I know, were probably historically accurate backstories.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Gotta do it to
education.
him.
And a big thing too, gotta do it to him. And a big thing too is the music. The music's great. The score is great.
James Horner.
The score
James
is
Horner.
amazing.
Score is great. But we can't go further without mentioning "My Heart Will Go On" by the great Celine Dion.
CD.
Yeah. This is, I read it was the second biggest selling single from a female artist of all time, and one of the biggest ever. And it took over the world. It was everywhere.
It really was.
And the studio apparently had a note that saying, we really want. They didn't really think they were going to make their $200 million budget back, and so like we should, put a song in there so we can get some record sales out of this. And James Cameron was like, nah, I don't want to put a pop song at the end of Titanic. I feel like that'll lessen its, impact. And so James Horner went in and I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg, but he took the song, he composed the song and made it a motif in the movie, so you constantly hear that theme of the song throughout the movie.
I love it.
Yeah, and it was a
And-
huge song.
But it wasn't the score first.
I
Or
don't
you don't
I don't
know?
know which one came first, whether he included the score into the song or the song into the score. But I mean, it's a big theme in the score, so either he rewrote
Yeah.
it or just he probably did the score first.
Speaking of budget, though, like how could they afford Celine Dion also after all that money? It's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
She's like the go.
Well, that's part of the 200.
They were probably like, well, oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, if
It's
they're telling
probably-
you the ending budget,
Yeah,
then
that's
going to
true.
be factored into what it was.
Also, I don't think they were pulling back on the budget. They were just like, we just got to
Clearly.
make it.
Let's go.
Biggest all time.
They also probably said, "Hey, listen, we'll give you a little on the back end, Celine, if you do this song and it turns out to be a big deal," which it
It
did.
Did.
And I'm sure they're all very rich because of it. Although Celine Dion not doing great these days.
What's up with her?
She has like a muscle disease, so that she can't sing anymore.
She performed at the Olympics in
Yeah.
Paris on the. She was pretty.
Also,
that was pretty good.
Probably pushing it. Like she's probably pretty old now.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, she's got to be. I would think in her mid 60s
She was
probably, but I have no
older when
idea.
I was young. I feel like. I don't
Yeah.
know. Younger.
Of course.
I really like the.
Sorry, I didn't quickly respond to that.
Hurry, yeah, I know. I was like,
Of course, of course, of
dead
course.
She's
silence.
57.
Oh, 57. That's not
Yeah.
as old as I thought.
Yeah.
Well, we wish her well.
Jeez. I
Um,
wish her well.
I really like the other motif though that they kind of do first.
Which
Can't
one's
think of
that?
how it goes now, but we were watching the movie, we were singing along with it. Not singing, but
Wait.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. That is the main one.
No.
No, it's
Oh.
The one that's like fast and like it's fun.
I'm
I'm never gonna be able to think of it with
It's
you
the
doing
undercarriage
that.
dance song.
You know, the do 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 do. It's
Oh,
not that.
yeah. Nice.
Okay.
We got
Nice,
there.
We got there.
We were getting dangerously close to me cutting this out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, for real.
Alex saved us. Thank you.
We'll
and it-
see when it
and-
comes out.
True. And it was beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, crazy production. We're going to get into details from the movie now. Me personally, Josh Muller,
Josh Muller.
went with kind of like,
Oh, our top 5 details. I got
Yes.
you. Oh, cool.
we're doing our top 5 details now. And I
You did 7 or whatever.
No,
Okay.
I did 5.
Nice.
But I kind of had a theme to my details. I didn't know how to say it without, bearing the lead. So
okay. What's the theme?
I did historically accurate details for the most part.
Cool. Let's hear them.
Okay. This is the one that isn't really like that. This first one.
Okay.
In the beginning, you can see the Love Mobile, as I'm calling it, being loaded onto the ship.
Oh, cool.
The car that they get busy on. You can see that
Nice.
being loaded onto the ship in one of the backgrounds.
Good catch.
So there's a famous photo of a boy playing with the spinning top next to 2 men from the Titanic, and he put that boy next to 2 men spinning top in the background of one of the scenes.
I noticed that when rewatching it this time, and I was like, I feel like that's a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there's something there.
Well, you're correct. James Cameron, man, historically accurate. Also, the music guys playing music until the very end was a real thing
Mm-hmm.
that based on multiple firsthand accounts, and that's like one of my favorite tearjerker moments of this movie,
man.
and so I'm glad that it was real. Here's the distress rockets that I was talking about earlier. The distress, I put rockets, I meant flares. The distress flares were accurately depicted as white instead of red, which they should have been, and were apparently tragically misunderstood by a passing ship.
Because the Mayday would be
a red one.
Yeah.
This is what I got from the internet.
Why was it white?
I don't
Yes. Well, sorry. In the movie, it was white.
Yeah. But I'm saying like,
know. It wasn't there.
yeah,
Didn't make that call. Internet didn't say. Sad, though.
super sad.
Here's my best detail, my favorite detail. The runtime. Have you heard this? Of the flashback scenes. Just the scenes when you get to 1912?
Mm-hmm.
12?
Yep.
When you get to 1912 until the boat sinks and, everybody's back to reality here, is 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is the amount of time it took for the Titanic to sink. My guy, James Cameron. That could have been in the flex category. What a maniac.
That's so interesting.
That is really interesting.
Like, why?
Because he's crazy.
Because it's not the amount of time in the, you know what I mean?
It's
not real time.
Tell it to Jim.
It's just, no.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just telling a love story. It's like it doesn't.
I just want to see I just like imagine one of the editors being like, explain to me again, Jim, why we're doing this?
We should cut this scene out. I said
It's
2
how
hours
long
and 40
it, like,
minutes.
It says how long it took to sink. Yeah, but we're doing like multiple days here. How? Yeah, but it's
2 hours
just
and
do
40
it,
minutes, or you're
or
fired.
I'll have you killed.
and apparently it broke apart at 2:20. So it bobbed for like another 20 minutes. Apparently, like we say, we don't really know.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
So the rec site
Yeah.
says.
Nice, good one, Josh.
Good one, Josh.
Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Great.
Okay, so I love Rose's like the corset scene with her mom, with Ruth. Well, I don't love it, but her mom is tightening the corset, like while telling her like this is our only chance, like to make it. Basically her
Yeah.
being incredibly selfish.
Yeah.
I think I feel like she's only. It's just like not about fashion. It's about like her control, like
Yeah.
for Rose. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
Clearly
yeah.
doesn't listen or care what her daughter is feeling at all.
ever, and that's like super apparent throughout the entire movie.
Because
and
Rose is very vocal.
Yeah.
She like says it, and He still won't.
Yeah, it's just like a one little physical detail that screamed louder than a lot of other things, and it
Yeah,
just goes to show just another situation where Rose is trapped. The second one, the detail I think is just, I don't have a theme for mine. Mine is just kind of all over the place. Hair as freedom, like Rose's hair in the beginning when she's like with her first class crew. Her hair is very elaborate and done and has all these intensive, like labor intensive styles, like with her hair. And throughout, when she meets Jack, she becomes a little bit more loose and her hair becomes more undone. And throughout the movie and in the end, and she releases like her, wild, more,
Good
true
one.
self.
Yeah, she pointed that one out to me. I was like,
yeah,
okay,
it's subtle,
look at
but it's
the
like
big brain.
revolutionary, And which is on with there's a scene where she's on the deck with Jack and her hair is just like flying in the wind and it's blowing and it's just, I don't know. I just can't help but noticing that. And her little tiny pin is symbolic as well, like the butterfly pin that we see with Old Rose as
pins
well.
all over the place.
Just loosening her constraints, but she's not like free yet. I don't know.
I
Okay.
feel like there might be butterflies like on the wall too. Am I
Ooh,
freaking out about
maybe.
that? I feel like I saw
Doesn't she have
more
a dress
butterflies.
with-
Maybe like
Does it-
her
yeah,
butter
her
coming out of the
her,
cocoon.
No,
okay.
when she does the drawing.
When she does the
Yeah,
drawing,
when
she puts on that like
she has, like, a
black
shawl on
but
before
the,
she
but
takes
Oh,
it
I
off.
remember.
the arms. Yeah, we know. The arms are like monarch wings.
Josh wasn't looking at the butterflies.
Nah, I didn't miss the
I
monarch wings
was.
part.
Number 3.
I'm definitely editing this part out for my wife. No, I'm kidding.
When Rose is smoking on the deck, it's like something that like women, I feel like in her class at that time, like was viewed as not okay for women to do out in the open, and she's just doing it out in the open. And I kind of feel like this is like when she's like starting to like, open her wings a little bit.
Lets her hair down
like
a little.
Lets her hair, nice. Exactly. And it's, kind of perceived as like unladylike, but I just love that she's like, she doesn't care.
Yeah,
And
really good.
handprint on this steamy window.
Yeah, I thought about it.
It's not just about sex, it's just kind of like a tiny little feminine detail, and it just kind of tells her like a passion of like desire and agency, and Rose leaving that little mark is like also the only mark that like showed that it's the only evidence that really that was ever there to show that they were there, because the people came in right after. They know that they
Yeah.
only went through that door. There's nowhere else that they could go. Saw that it was warm in the I'm assuming it was warm in there because they're both sweating like pigs
Well,
before they left, and it was steamy in there.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I thought that
Certainly
was interesting.
was.
And then Rose touching the necklace when Cal puts it on her, she slowly moves her hands up the diamonds, and just like the way she touches it, it just like almost feels like she's like choking herself. I feel like there's a lot of
Oh.
symbolism.
Yeah.
I don't really know, but that's just something I always
that's
loved.
great.
And when I was younger, I didn't think that, but watching it back 100 more times, I don't know.
It's also
Just
kind of,
always-
you can see it as like constraints that
Yes.
Cal is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what you meant. Yeah.
So those are mine.
Just like the corset.
Just like exactly.
Jack.
Number 5, I've got Bill Paxton's like narrating voice when he's photograph or taking a video of the wreckage. He's like seeing her come out of the darkness like a ghost ship, and he's like doing a whole thing, and then when he's done, he's like, all right, enough of that, and then goes back and goes back to
He's
normal.
so funny.
Um,
Love.
number 4, I've got when Jack says, when he's first drawing her, about to start drawing, he says, over there on the bed, the couch.
So awkward.
Number 3, I've got the sludge in the safe.
Ooh.
And like, this has always stood out to me. It's just like really gross when they open up the safe for the first time, and then he's like wearing that cable knit sweater, and he just like reaches in, and it's just like, dude, at least
Pull
pull
your
up the
sleeve.
sleeves up,
sleeve
dude.
or something. He just goes for it. And then also Alex pointed out that it's like the same exact color as when they switched to old Rose doing the pottery, and it looks like exactly like the clay pottery. I don't know if there's anything there, but you're like, that's like the same,
Same
as far as the same
sludginess
color
on it.
palette, same, I don't know.
Huh.
It's pretty close thereafter where they cut to her
Yeah.
doing that. Number 2, I had when Leo takes the 2 beers off the table, when they're, it like cuts, they're in the underground dance party scene
Yeah.
thing, and it shows Tommy and somebody else arm wrestling, and there's like 4 beers just lined up, and Jack just goes in and just takes 2 of them and
love
gives
that.
one to Rose, and then Rose just immediately starts chugging it, and then they do the arm wrestle, and all of the 2 beers that are left get knocked over. And so, I don't know. It's just like, oh, man, they would have been gone anyway. So good job by him by picking those up before it happened. I don't know. I just noticed that this time.
Nice.
And my number 1 is when right after the drawing scene, and they cut back to the modern day crew. Or no, they cut back to Rose, and she just says, it was the most erotic moment
right.
of my life.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to the crew, and they're all just like, it's like this
Mouth
great shot, and they
agape.
all have like kind of different expressions.
Yeah.
Iconic.
And then the hairy guy, Bodine, is just like, then what happened?
Do you mean, did we do it?
Yeah. And then she said, did we do it? It's just like,
Which is so weird.
yeah, like,
Why
that's
didn't
kind
you
of
say
a
like
weird
be
line.
we always talk about this, like why didn't you
Did
say
we
like
do
we
it?
be intimate, or did we
That moment
did we
felt very
do it?
1997.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What is an old lady talking like that for?
Right.
It is weird.
It is
It's
a
a
little
little weird.
weird. It's like slang.
Unless she's trying to talk how modern people like talk.
No way, man. She's like 1
Did
foot in
we
the
do
grave.
it?
No idea what's going on.
Yeah, right. None of this is true,
So-
by the way. She's
She's a
senile.
very old goddamn liar.
Yes. Love.
All right, why don't we take another quick break before we finish it off? All right, we're back, and I got a questions section. Filling in plot holes, inconsistencies, or things I find weird.
Inconsistencies.
Nah, not really. We
Yeah,
did
I
this
noticed
in
a
the
lot of
Jurassic Park thing podcast, and it did not go over well for me. There was almost a mutiny on the podcast.
It was
No.
just him bumming us out about a
Oh.
bunch of Jurassic Park stuff.
Hey man, I'm just presenting the facts.
Ridiculous.
Bumming us out.
No, there's not
let's hear 'em.
nearly as many this time, and I don't think #think there will be too offensive.
Jim's coming after you, man.
You're fine.
He's not taking my calls. Cal straight up shooting at people in a sinking ship that's halfway underwater. I mean,
My
we've
first thought-
very quickly moved on to murder, attempted murder, and
Right?
it's sinking anyway, and they're going the wrong way on a sinking boat.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, this time I was literally just like, I doubt this is historically accurate.
For real.
Can't confirm, wasn't there, but I
But
don't
it
know.
is also kind of like everybody here is going to die. I think he kind of has that.
There is
I think
that
that's-
angle.
I think he's kind of
Could
has
be-
that part where
if
he's
we're all
just like,
going down, might
we're
as
all
well
going
see it
down.
in action.
And definitely shooting at Rose too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little reckless, or I don't know, a little murderous. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it's just a weird, interesting
was
turn.
And
another
he takes the
detail.
gun. Cal
Alex
takes the gun
first.
out of Lovejoy's pocket, and he doesn't try
He just
to
lets
get it
him
back.
go.
He just lets him go, and I thought that was
Mm.
super interesting. He just
pointed
stands
that out.
there.
Lovejoy.
But I also love
evil.
when he like shoots down and the water sprays like all the way up, sprays up super super high. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
Jack is pretty worldly for such a young man.
Yeah.
Pretty wise.
Yeah, when he tells the California story, he's like, I was up in Monterey fishing for a while, and then I went down to Santa Monica and did years of this. It's like, how?
He's like, you're 19. Or I don't know.
In
I don't know how old
Paris?
he is. Yeah, in Paris.
Yeah, in
right.
Paris. Yeah.
Where he apparently drew enough to be like, draw me one of your French girls. You know, so you would think there's an extended period of time in Paris.
But he is also very, he knows what he's doing on the boat, which is another thing.
What do you mean he knows what he's doing on the boat?
This was another foreshadow. He's pretty, like, he has ideas and he keeps them safe and they keep moving. And, he has the idea to go up to the top and
I'm not following.
Like
up,
at the
up to the
end?
top of the.
he's a big asset to Rose as far as keeping them alive. I-
When the boat's sinking.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which okay. Well, there was another foreshadow. The unsinkable Molly Brown has a line where she says, "You see." Very first line they say to each other, she says, "You seem like a good man to have in a pinch,"
Got
which
it.
he comes in handy later.
Right.
To my point.
I gotcha. I follow now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of seemed like the perfectly written character for this exact scenario. for someone who's at the very latest in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, the point I was trying to make was that like it kind of speaks to him being so worldly, even though he's young, speaks to him being as
He's just
much of a
resourceful.
I get it.
yeah.
I can sense the moods turning again. No, I'm kidding. I get it. I'm just pointing it out.
I'm mad.
Speaking of the safe and the sludge, Jack's drawing survives being under there for 100 years, almost 90 years. I don't know. It's a piece of paper. Perfectly, perfectly see what it is.
Bill
Glad we have the
Paxton-
drawing.
Yeah, he flexes on the news when they're interviewing him about it. He's just like, yeah, man, we just uncovered a 100-year-old piece of paper that was been under. Or no, he says a piece of paper that's been underwater for 100 years.
And it's
he like brags about it.
Who does?
Bill Paxton.
Oh, nice.
He's
I don't
like-
remember that.
He like mentions it. You know,
okay, good.
You know,
At least it's
he's
got-
like they point it out.
Okay,
you
good.
know.
I forgot that part.
And like you pointed out earlier, when he is rinsing off the actual drawing, he picks up the other photo, like the photo of the heart of the ocean.
Yeah.
And like he couldn't remember what it looked like.
He
It's
says,
this
"Let me get the-"
simple-looking necklace.
He says,
And
"Let
has
me
to
get the
compare the
picture
two.
of the heart of the ocean." It's like you've been looking for this for years.
Forever.
You know what it looks like.
Yeah, this is your
It's
life.
not going to help you with the
Right. Just look for the other ridiculous necklace down there.
This was found in the safe that you thought the diamond was going to be in.
I think it's kind of weird that Rose never told anybody about Jack. Because, like, who cares? It's not like you did anything wrong. Like, it sounds like she's never told her husband, which...
A woman's heart is a deep ocean of secrets, dude.
Well, didn't take much questioning to get that secret out in front of a room full of people, including your granddaughter, who's now hearing that you love this other dude before your grandfather.
Right.
That's a weird, deep ocean of secrets, but came out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
most
tough
erotic
questioning
moment
there.
of my life.
Seeing her
Right.
naked.
Right. So that felt
She
kind
was
of
a dish.
What's that?
She was a dish.
That's a line.
Yeah.
Wasn't I a
no
dish?
comments. Okay, these are two
No
big
comments.
ones. They've come up before, and so we're not the first people to bring this up. We're gonna do the lesser debate first. She tosses the diamond in the ocean. What's that all about? Like what? Like what? To what end? That diamond's worth millions. You have it.
Your granddaughter is right there.
Doesn't seem like they're. Well, it doesn't seem like they're poor because they got pictures of her doing horseback riding and plane flying
True.
and all that stuff. So they're probably okay, but like millions.
A woman's heart is a deep ocean of secrets, dude.
It's now throwing the secret in the deep ocean, man.
Exactly.
That's like millions of dollars in the deep ocean. Why don't you keep it a secret, put it in like a Swiss bank account,
Thank you.
cash it out. They'll never know. You can still keep your secrets, and now you can go live on the French Riviera and do Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Same way she
Mother,
lost Jack, man.
not mother.
Not as
It's really good.
Oh man! All right, here's the big one: the door debate. Let's be honest. She didn't make too much of an effort to get Leonardo DiCaprio up on that door.
Did Mythbusters do this?
I don't know. What
Yeah.
did they? If they did, give me the conclusion. Alex? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are she definitely could have tried harder to get him on the. I mean, wood floats. I mean, it was. I don't know exactly what it was. If it was a door or they just know it was wood.
Yeah, seemed like a good one.
But also, I think like it doesn't matter because half of his body would have probably still been more in the water, and maybe he just would have just died anyways of hypothermia or something. But I never really thought too much into it, just because like I didn't really know what else they could have done. You know, like what else could they really have done? And like someone had to live out of the two of them. You know,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, I think they tried for about 3 seconds and then sat in
get
the
that.
water for 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe give it another old college try. Maybe take turns getting in and out of the water.
Oh,
Who
I like
knows?
that.
Now he's a gentleman, at least according to the movie's lore. So maybe he doesn't want to do that to Rose. So I get that, but they give up really quick and
They do.
resign ourselves to being just him being in the water very quickly.
So the Mythbusters made like a small scale model and it sunk. And then they did a test with, people, and they used Rose's life jacket for extra buoyancy to
There you
help
go.
it stay afloat.
Yeah, there you go. Little ingenuity. Jack's a worldly guy.
He's a worldly guy.
Didn't think about the
I don't
life
know.
jacket.
I don't know how good their minds were working at that point. It
That's
had been
fair.
a long day, and they were
Malnourished.
and they were absolutely freezing. Yeah, I don't know how much. My thing is, I feel like I don't know if they were just like conscious enough to realize what was going on. Like she passes out.
Yeah,
I don't think she knows how long that they're just chilling. He passes out, just hanging there.
right. Okay.
He might have
That's
woken up
valid.
and been just like, oh, I probably should have gotten in the water.
And then dead.
Purposefully Ambiguity by James Cameron, probably.
Yeah. Okay, I dig that. Well answered, you two. Part 2 of the door debate. I'll never let go, Jack.
She lets
Immediately lets go. I get it. It's a metaphor.
It's not immediate.
It's pretty immediate. It's like 9 seconds later.
She has no strength left in her body.
So you think you
Again.
dropped him.
What?
So you think it was accidental drop.
Yeah. I don't think they knew what
You're
was
going with
on,
accidental
man.
drop.
She's
Yeah,
also been
they're all
cold
loopy.
for a
Yeah.
long time. Like she got in the water, when she had to go get
Yes.
homie out.
And also had just one of the most traumatic events ever. And he was dead.
From
I mean,
a practical
you know,
standpoint,
I don't think she was.
on the script writing part, I don't know if that would have been my choice of line. I'll never let go and then let go.
At what point would you have wanted her to let go?
Well, if you're she's gonna let go, so make the line different. I don't know what it'd be. I'm not a scriptwriter, screenwriter.
She also lets go of the
Yeah.
diamond.
Drops it, millions of dollars. Yeah, oops. Bloop.
No, she doesn't drop it.
I think if
I mean, she
Jack
drops it on purpose.
gave her the
Right.
diamond,
But
I
I'm
think it
saying
might
I
have
She
been
drops
different.
Jack on purpose. What?
If Jack maybe gave her the diamond, I think it would have been a lot different. It was Cal. Like, she hated him. He kind of ruined her life,
Yeah.
Not ruined it. I mean, made it better in a wealth perspective, but,
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he
mentally
sucks.
and
We can say ruined
entrapment-wise.
it. Trapman. Good movie.
Never seen it.
All right. Should we do our closing lists?
Lego.
First of our, we got 2 closing lists. First one is top 5 gnarliest / intense moments, and who would like to do that first? My guess is we have a lot of the same
I'm
options
sure.
here.
That's what I was
So
going to say.
why don't we let Alex go first then, since he's our guest, and if she says a lot of the same things that we do, we can just fill in the blanks.
Number 5, I would say Jack handcuffed to the pipe.
Yeah.
It was just it just seemed like claustrophobic and isolating and scary. Like, it was flooding really quickly. Things started to float really fast. Also, the fact that Rose had the biggest axe in the world and had to
Yes.
that's just bizarre. And her eyes were closed. Not to mention her eyes were closed.
Practice shot was not very
Yeah.
good.
And just her frantically searching for it, having to go through like all of that
Well, yeah.
entire
They're
scene,
splitting
holding onto the
between-
pipes with one axe in the hand, freezing cold water.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I don't think physically. I don't think that would have been physically possible.
Final moments
It's probably
of
why
Captain
she dropped
Smith.
him. Her grip strength was bad. Whew, stumbled over that
grip
one.
strength.
Yeah, thank you. I just got dizzy.
Same. Final moments of Captain Smith. He doesn't just
Yeah.
go down quietly. It's nice. He gets blasted by that freezing water
Yeah.
through the windows. It's fast, brutal. It's kind of like this is the end moment, and he holds onto the steering wheel. And I don't know. I think that was
Really
really
sad.
bossy of him, in a cool way.
Made my list.
Me too.
The water rushing, of course, to the grand staircase, la la la. Just such a symbol of wealth. Just watching it instantly destroyed, and
Yeah.
it's just chilling.
That's a
and
good one.
It is.
I did not make my
Practical.
list, but that's a good one.
Practical effects.
The
Yeah.
steerage gate being locked when the crew locks the gates to keep the third class
Mhm.
passengers from escaping, and the family's crushed against
Oh,
it. It's
Never
not gory, but it's it's messed up, and also Tommy's performance in that.
Yeah.
I read an article on him through his entire experience being casted, from him being casted to the end of the movie and it being a crazy phenomenon. That it was improv. His whole part of that was
Oh.
all which I thought was really interesting.
Oh, nice work.
Yeah, and number 1, dude hitting the propeller.
Yeah.
Always and forever it's just so traumatic, and it haunts me. I hate it. And today I come out from my bedroom, and that's the one scene that I come out to it happening when, and I was like, of course, I hate that scene. It's scary.
Oh.
It hurts
I'm into
my
it.
heart.
It didn't make any of my lists because I'm like, how do I say that I love this
That
part?
made this
where-
I
list for
don't
me.
love it. It's just intense. All right.
Jack.
Number 5, I've got Cal throwing the table across the room when he gets mad, and then it's followed up by Ruth tightening that's the next scene is they're
Poor
both
Rose.
just getting her. They just like really don't want her to talk to this guy. It's 2 scenes of it. It's
Can't
really
catch a
gnarly. Number 4, I've got when the lights go out.
Yeah.
This is kind of another example of the
Ooh.
far away thing because
Yeah.
they do that shot of it far
So
away.
scary.
But this specifically is just like, oh man, if there aren't any lights, it is pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which you can't really do in a movie. But like,
Right.
I guess there's the stars in the moon, which were probably pretty bright because
Yeah,
it was a
I
clear
mean, they
night.
still have to light the movie, but it would be you can't see, especially when you're in
Inside,
the ship. Yeah.
right? Horrifying. Number 3, I had Captain in the Wheelhouse. Number 2, I had this is what I thought you were talking about for a second. Number 2, I had when the doors are closing for the boiler rooms and the guys don't get out. Growing up, that was the part that messed with my mind the
Oh,
most.
yeah.
That I was just like, oh my god, I couldn't even imagine.
Made my list.
Nice.
And number 1 is kind of a tie between the smokestack falling on Fabrizio and when all of the people, which if I know people probably don't have that much control over it, but all the people getting smashed when the boat splits.
Yeah.
It's like I would not position myself there. I would swim away from the ship. You know what I mean? I know people are falling off. A lot of those people are maybe even unconscious, but it's like get away from the boat.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are under there.
And they all get caught.
They all get got. Wonder if that how
Maybe they thought, hey man, nobody's coming. Better make it a quick end. No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Don't think that's right. All right, I lied. I have 7 for this one too.
Nice.
Hearing the Irish mom reading stories to her kids,
Ooh.
tough one.
Hate.
Tough one. Also, that Irish mom, a James Cameron favorite. She's in Aliens, and she's also the stepmom in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Might be in other things too.
The
but
one who
I
get
definitely know her from those two.
that the whatever or the other
Yeah.
guy turns into and then kills her husband.
Yeah.
Jeez, sorry.
Well, she does it through the milk carton.
Through the milk carton.
arm thing
Yeah.
through the milk carton. My guy, the worker who, I think he's the one that shoots Fabrizio and then he kills himself.
Oh.
man.
That was so hard.
Because
Pretty
you kind of
tough.
fuck with that guy.
Yeah,
you know?
he's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Trying to keep order. And maybe it's not when he shoots Fabrizio, or well, first of all, it's not him. It's the Irish guy. I can't remember his name.
Tommy.
I made that mistake in the
Tommy.
last podcast. We talked about Titanic too. But he could have been. Does he shoot another guy too? And he's like he doesn't want to or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But he's definitely morally conflicted. Shoots
It
somebody.
might be after Tom.
and then takes his own life.
And he also had
Pretty tough.
had Cal's he was supposed to take care of Cal getting into a boat,
Right,
wasn't
and then
he
he throws the money back
Yeah,
at him.
I
That's
love it.
that's pretty good. Seeing all the people fall down the ship, sliding down the deck, dropping from the top railing, and then just like, oh man, that's rough. Running through the hallways at the bottom of the ship where it's all flooded. Not only when she's carrying the axe, like you mentioned, but just running through there. The lights are flickering on and off, and it's like a horror movie, man. It's
Mhm.
scary. All the dudes in the engine room. I think you had it right with the boiler room. I said the engine room. When the captain gets it, just like Alex said. And the propeller guy was my number 1 as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, very good.
Should we move right into top 5 scenes?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. I only have 5 this time, just so you guys are aware.
Peace and love. Thank God. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Who would like to start?
I would say. I guess I'll go from my number 8.
Nice. The long list. Remember when you just gave me crap about doing too many long lists?
Okay, so this is the landing scene where Rose is up on the deck and Jack is talking to Tommy, and he sees Rose up on the deck and the sun, and the sun is setting for the first time, and they like steal glances from each other, like
Good one.
she looks at him once, and then feels him still staring at him, and then just does another quick look. Loved it.
Electricity.
electricity. The boiler room chase scene, I thought that was dope. And you can see her dress, like there's a one slow motion moment where her dress is just like flying in the wind, and that is my favorite dress of all time. I've actually seen it in real life at Planet Hollywood in LA.
Nice.
Big deal. The arrival scene, when she gets out of her car for the first time in the very beginning, and her white glove just comes out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I just love that.
Yeah.
Just like, you don't know anything about her character yet. You don't know that she actually didn't come from wealth. And then she's just like in this beautiful outfit and hat, and just
too.
like, and you just don't know who's coming out of the car yet. That hat has a lot of symbolism, I think, behind it too. I'm not going to go
I read
into
that's James Cameron's favorite shot / scene
No
of the
way?
movie is the hat, not necessarily a glove,
when
but
she
the
looks
hat
up.
coming out. And when she looks up, he's like, "That's it. That's the movie." And I was
Magical.
like, "Okay." It's kind of the big shipwreck at the end, but
Yeah.
that too.
But
It's
I
the
love
propeller
that,
guy.
and you
But I
nailed
love-
it because that's what
it's
he
the
loves.
propeller guy.
It's the propeller guy.
The lifeboat jumping moment when Rose is being lowered into the lifeboat and she's like, her eyes do not leave Jack, and I just like every time I see this scene, like my heart, I can't, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like I wouldn't have been able to even sit on that boat watching like the love of my life, like right there, even after everything that has happened. And then her jumping off the boat back onto the deck. I was like, hell fucking yes, sister. Sorry, excuse my language. But that, I feel that passion for that scene. It like gets me every time. It makes me cry.
Yeah. This time, I used to, like, when I was younger, I would just throw on the second disc or the second tape and just like watch the disaster happen because I was like, yeah, this is crazy, you know. Now, as an adult watching it, I'm just like, this is sad.
It's intense.
This
it's
is
sad.
Yeah,
It's
this is
so sad.
It's like just situationally really, really sad.
Just her,
and then
her face. She's such a great actress. She looks like the palest she's ever looked. Her eyes look like ice.
they get
Like,
separated
it-
so many
just
times.
blank stare, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Number 4, Rose in the water holding the axe. We already talked about it. I'm not going to
Yep.
go into it anymore.
Great one.
The steerage dance scene, my favorite. When she shows, hey boys, like I don't know exactly.
She
the
gets
quote.
up on her tippy
Yeah.
toes.
Yeah.
Looks like she's
Let me
floating.
see. Can you do this or
Right.
And
They're
then
like
she-
out toughing each other, and she's like, "I bet you can't do this" or whatever. And
smokes a
man.
cigarette, just cool. Like she's just like letting her freaking hair down again.
Yeah.
And then the first class dinner scene, everything about it, just Jack talking with his mouth full the entire time, which I loved. He takes a bite of his like little dinner roll, and it's in his mouth the entire time he's talking about his like travels and everything. Him throwing the lighter over across the table at Cal,
Yeah.
catches it without even looking, or not looking. He looks at it, but like it was pretty effortless. And then at the end, you know, he throws a lighter back to Jack, and Jack doesn't even look. The lighter just like lands flat in his palm. And I just think it's really bossy. But just like that whole scene is amazing, and his like speech about being free and traveling.
yeah,
it just like
it's really
and it
good
just-
scene.
It's really,
and-
really
and-
good.
And the woman who's sitting next to him, I don't remember her name, on the left. She seems so intrigued, and she's like open to what he's saying. Like for the one person at the table besides Rose who just actually, and like Molly, like but just seems
Interesting.
actually like not disgusted by him,
Right.
not looking at him like an insect.
Right.
You know,
Isn't that where Molly Brown? He's like, "What the hell's going on here with his fork?" She's like, "Just work your way. Start on the outside, work your way to the middle." Or whatever.
Yes.
It's funny. I don't
love
remember
it.
what the line is, but it's funny.
But
Something
it's
like that.
It's
Yeah.
exactly
She also is that maybe this is that the one where Molly Brown says, "Are you gonna let her cut your steak too?"
You, Cal?
Oh no, I think
Yeah.
that's the first one maybe.
Yeah, I don't think
know.
Jack
But
is
that's a good
it.
line.
But
That is a good
he did
line.
not like that line. And then the last one, number 1.
I thought
the
that was
ship's
number
band, No, that was number 2. The band at the end, but before their last departure, when they try to depart the first time, and Wallace is just on his own playing the violin
Yeah.
after they left, and then they
all come back.
accumulate 1 and then 3,
Yeah.
and then they actually finally say their last goodbyes to each other, and their privilege of playing with each other, and the song "Near My God to Thee,"
Yes.
just
Very good.
beautiful. That's
Really
the
good
end.
stuff. Made my list.
Nice.
Love that scene.
Me too.
Jack.
All right, I got 6. Number 6. Yeah.
It's too
Number
many.
6, I've got when the ship when they're on, at the end of the ship and it goes down finally.
Yeah.
It's a tough hang, but it's it's really good with the dude next to him who's like, only 3 of them last. The other guy sticks with him the whole time.
Yeah.
And
baker?
yeah, or the chef or
dude
something.
who's,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Chugging. He's like drinking brandy.
I think they don't they
Yeah,
like share a bottle.
it, Yeah.
It's good. It's a good moment. And then the boat's gone. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it brings him down. He's like, take a deep breath because it's going to,
Right.
suck us
Yeah,
under.
right. And it does.
It does.
So scary.
Number 5, I've got the first 20 minutes. I really I love going through the ship. It's a brilliant way to introduce yourself to what the ship is. And like, I don't know. I just think it's really well done. I like the chemistry between everybody. There's a lot of funny lines. I think it's an awesome way to start the movie. Number 4, I had the chase. Number 3,
Dope.
I have the boat deck. Actually, I want to do this as number 2 because I think that should be higher. Number 3, I've got the getting on the boat. Well, introduction of Rose's family and all those people, her getting out of the car. But that whole scene, because then it goes into Jack winning the tickets and them running, and the music is just great, and you're just like so stoked. Like everybody is so stoked to get on the ship.
Yeah.
It's a really good intro.
Funny you said that. I think the same music in that first part of the movie is like the faster song is the same song that's the Boiler Room Chase song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Number 2, I've got the boat deck scene, which is Jack and Rose's first time actually talking the night after the stuff happened. And there's so many good lines. The dialogue is they're crushing that scene. Their back and forth is just hilarious. I was like laughing the whole time. The whole like, do you love him? And then she like can't answer, and he's just like, just answer the question. You are so annoying.
Yeah.
So good.
That's rude.
And then he's like, I thought you were leaving.
And she's like, I am. They're
And
still
then she
shaking
like,
hands.
what is this thing anyways? And pulls it. These are actually quite good.
Rather
And then
good.
he's like, these are really good, Jack. And then she sits down. Really, just awesome. And number 1, I was excited because I thought you had this as your number 1 too. But number 1, I had the dinner scene, which ask me 10 years ago what I would have said my favorite Titanic scene is. I don't think I would have said the scene. Rewatching it this time, I was like, well, specifically because I have that scene, the whole stretch of that scene going into the party scene down below. I think you can call kind of like one whole scene, and it's like
I certainly did.
and it's like this is what the movie is. You know what I mean? This is what it's about.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Just juxtaposition.
Good yin and yang.
Good yin and yang.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Good
Good
ones.
dialogues. Yeah.
All right. I
Have
did
repeats.
5, but I counted that as 2, and I do have repeats. Number 5, iceberg straight ahead. It's intense.
I know.
They hit the iceberg. They're on the deck. It's like, what just
Yeah.
happened?
So
I mean,
cute.
obviously we know it's coming as an audience.
Oh,
It's
but
Titanic,
They got to sell
but-
it when it does. You know what I mean?
Man, it's really
100%.
good, and it's like you get that like maybe 5 seconds of dread that the guy sees as it's coming up, and then they ring the bell,
And
and
it won't spin. Like it's just not turning, which is
And
another
it's like
foreshadow. They're like,
Straight ahead.
every time you think, oh, I think they got it this time, but it just they hit it. Oh man, it's rough. Then my number 4 was both dinner parties, the above deck and below deck dinner parties. I love them both. You both already talked about it. It's wonderful. I put the King of the World scene in there. It's not my favorite, but it's so iconic that I had to include it.
There's a really good shot that leads. It starts with them looking at the dolphins, and there's a
Aw.
shot of the bow of the ship.
Bow is
Anyways,
front.
yes, the
Stern
very front
is back.
and it looks so realistic that I'm like, is this? I can't tell if it's practical. Looks like a real dolphin. Looks like the ship is actually moving. It's kind of like far away, so I
Life-size
don't
model, dude.
imagine it is. Yeah, it's good.
17
Continue,
million
sorry.
gallons. Number 2, I had the dudes playing the music, the chamber music. My guys, so good. And I thought when you started saying your number 1 or one of them, I thought you were going to say this. Mine isn't the first 20 minutes of the movie, but you kind of both touched on it. I'm going with like the first 20 minutes or whatever, didn't time it out, of when they go back in time.
Yeah,
and you see her walk out of the car with the hat. You see Jack, and you got to kind of get to know how he is, and then the ship takes off, and it's just like, man, this is awesome.
And you get
Let's
a lot
just
of really good
stay
little-
happy the whole movie, please.
Yeah.
It's
Doesn't work
exciting.
out that way.
You get a lot of little good scenes of how things work and different people.
You hear the
and
captain.
Yeah.
You know, it's just great.
It's like what you're
You
there
meet
for.
all the main characters. It's just wonderful. Plus, it looks great. Plus, you get the
Looks really
transition
good.
that you talked about earlier, where they sink down to the ship, and then is that when that happens? Well, anyway, maybe that's not when that happens. But I also like the transition from older ship to new ship. Titanic.
Titanic.
We did it.
We did it.
We did
It's
it.
done. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
It's never going to
I
come
do.
up.
Okay, fine. Titanic Part 2 coming next week.
Can you imagine life after Titanic.
For like
1913.
12% of people. And
Yeah.
they're all dead now anyway.
Yeah. True. Sad.
Yeah, man. Titanic's
Iconic.
it's iconic. It's really
There's
good.
a reason it's come up on so many podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard not to bring it up.
I'm putting an embargo on it henceforth, though.
That's fine.
Alex, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Alex. That was really fun.
We were thinking of a couple different topics.
It
for
was
you to
really
do.
fun. Can I just, before we end this, I just wanted to add in two little things that from Tommy's interview. He just said that Leo.
Who's Tommy?
Tommy is
Is the Irish guy.
Irishman.
Remember,
okay.
she was saying that.
Oh, that's right.
She
You
read
read the
that.
interview.
Jason
Yeah.
Barry, is that his name?
I don't know.
We don't
Okay.
know.
Well, he said that Leo would come on to set all the time with a crew, and Tobey Maguire was one of those people,
Yeah, they're big time
and
friends.
David Blaine, and
Oh.
he was constantly doing magic tricks on the set, and said that everyone was homies. And
Weird.
yeah, I just wanted to add that in because I thought that was
That's cool.
really interesting, and it was before Toby was Toby, really.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
What was the other thing?
it was David Blaine and Toby.
Oh, nice.
Okay, got it.
Nice.
Sorry,
Nice.
that was it.
That's awesome.
But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for having me. I mean, I had a really good time, and this is one of my all-time favorite movies. And Kate Winslet is, I don't know, I don't even have a word for her. She's one of my favorite people.
Immaculate.
Perfect, gorgeous,
Perfect.
beautiful, angelic.
She's great.
Yeah,
We are pro Kate Winslet
me too.
on the Long List podcast.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming, Jack. Thanks for coming too.
Thank you.
thank you guys for coming to my podcast.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
It has.
All right,
Good times.
Titanic. We did it. It's the best. It's one of the best. It's all right. It's fine. And we had a really good time, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.